Welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel, everyone. This is Rich making another video on XRP today. As usual, we're going to talk about XRP today. So I hope everyone is having a fantastic day wherever they are in the world. And I must begin with an alternate statement. The early draft of the Buzz market structure is well received. Social media is starting to be used by industry representatives to express their initial thoughts on the 182-page document that was made public Friday afternoon. Additionally, the CFTC and the SEC governor are becoming close friends. Thus, it appears that the market structure bill is beginning to gain traction. As long as this is implemented as soon as feasible this year, let's hope that keeps up. Because market structure will favor utility over all else, this might potentially spur significant movement in utility-driven cryptocurrencies like XRP. According to Doppler Finance, the XRP Vault's deposit cap has been lifted. More XRP deposits and your earned yield plus DP awards are now unlimited. As you are aware, Doppler is also inclined to be adopted by institutions. Everyone wants to make it possible for these institutions to profit from their holdings of XRP. Additionally, when they do that for institutions, they will continue to expand our alternatives as individual investors. Tembo accepts Ripple thanks to Vivo. The stable currency for payments is Rlusd. What is the reason for the fast rise in EV companies? Vivo Power declared today that its electric vehicle subsidiary Tempo ELV is now taking payments in Rlusd, the stable coin created by Ripple Labs from partners and customers. Tempo, a company that conducts business internationally in both developed and developing countries, has been looking for workable answers to real-world issues that impact traditional international wire transfers, such as lead time and expensive transaction expenses. This is especially noticeable for clients and partners in emerging markets. You can see why those fees must be removed. You can see how all of these businesses will stop using SWIFT. In addition to avoiding the lengthy wait times associated with wire transfers, they are searching for a better option when it comes to money transactions. However, EV corporations are suddenly becoming involved with stable currencies and cryptocurrency, announcing increased support for the XRP ledger. In addition to XRP, we now automatically monitor over 260,000 tokens on the XRP ledger, including as multi-purpose tokens, XLS20, IOUs and NFTs. It appears that chain analysis can now be used to trace any token, and that's significant because from what I understand, many individuals expressed a desire for support for all of the other coins listed on the XRP ledger. You see, a number of businesses are also participating in the XRP ledger. Many projects are now being developed on the XRP ledger, and in the upcoming months, significant announcements will be made regarding these initiatives. The CFTC will investigate permitting Mica-approved platforms to access American markets. You can now service the US market if you comply with Mica. Mica was significant for this reason. Additionally, Mica-style laws will be implemented in the United States. Therefore, anything that fails the Mica in the EU will also fail the US rules. If that were the case, cross-border payments would never be able to take place, so you can have different laws in various countries. This is a significant move from the CFTC, and it provides you a better picture of where we're going from here. But going forward, everyone in the world will have pretty comparable laws. The mainstream media's disregard for XRP is amusing. I mentioned this in a video about a week ago, and most people think that since the media is constantly pushing hoaxes like Bitcoin, they shouldn't be concerned. People in the United States always think that way about the mainstream media. However, you'd better hold on to it when they do start discussing XRP, because it will be quite expensive by then. When it is selling for roughly $3, they will not discuss it. However, if it exceeds $100, XRP will be widely covered by the mainstream media, and the mainstream will embrace XRP once BlackRock and others start to change the narrative, and will reach that point eventually. All they will ever discuss after XRP overtakes Bitcoin, in terms of market capitalization, is XRP. Bitcoin will eventually become obsolete. Rlusd, with a Mina bank, a Ripple partner, equals widespread adoption. Listen to this out. We have now crossed the divide into widespread acceptance. We think that has started that series of events. What is happening in front of our eyes and what is coming will have an effect on you. We would love to assist others. Our goal is to enable individuals to navigate. Give me a little more information on Amino's specifics and your bank's areas of expertise. Yes, without a doubt. As a result, we offer a wide range of services and solutions related to both digital assets and traditional finance. High net worth individuals, corporations and organizations are the first to use our goods and services. Thus, we also offer cryptocurrency as a service, where organizations such as banks or fintechs can use our digital assets to their advantage, especially our fundamental skills. Alright, so you're essentially a link between the traditional banking and cryptocurrency worlds for both institutions and private customers. Is I correct? Yes, we let our customers do business as usual and find solutions to their problems in a seamless way between the old financial ecosystem and the rise of digital assets. Whoa. Alright. And what benefits does that offer? Why would anyone want that? People want to have access to new and emerging asset classes, whether they are investing as an asset class or using digital assets in their daily life. Furthermore, we believe that even in the last few decades, money has grown increasingly digital. Therefore, we make that digital lifestyle more accessible, and we shield our clients from some of the difficulties they encounter in the conventional financial sector. It goes without saying that we know a lot of people in that field, the digital and crypto worlds. The fact that onboarding into cryptocurrency is very simple is another major grievance. Offboarding or converting cryptocurrency funds back into fiat currency is a nightmare, and that is a major problem for many institutions. That's probably something you're pretty excellent at and have mastered. We assist our customers on that path. From the start, we have adopted a strategy. In accordance with the norms that have been established over many decades, we have actually superimposed existing compliance frameworks and structures with digital asset transactions, advancing the sector and ensuring that our clients, ourselves and society remain safe, and the legal frameworks in which we function. And why are you all attending this year's Asset Rush? Why now? Why are you attending Asset Rush this year? We firmly think we're headed toward widespread adoption. There has been a notable increase in interest from organizations like as banks, fintechs and payment providers. They are now beginning to serve more cryptocurrency-related businesses and people who are true supporters of the sector. He is informing you that adoption is already taking place and that they are leading the way in it. They are facilitating the transition of conventional financial institutions to the new system, and that's significant, because institutional adoption won't occur on its own. Many of these institutions need to enter this area, because they are aware that adoption is occurring. Businesses like Amina Bank and others are starting to appear. They must win these folks over, even though they are aware of the demand. Once the institutions are in place, everyone will be able to embrace it in large quantities. Everyone will be utilizing cryptocurrency, and the majority won't even be aware of it. And I felt that this post was excellent. Max this card on XRP during the 0% initial APR over 2 years ago. Next week, that promotion expires, and the remaining $11,875 is due. I could theoretically stay current for the next 26 years by simply continuing to pay the $190, which would come to a total of $33,000, or I sell some of the XRP I had purchased, pay it off, and go on. The true question though is this: do you honestly believe that my XRP will be valued less than $33,000 in 26 years? Since I don't. As you may recall, many people frequently discussed using their credit cards to the limit in XRP. They say, oh, I'll just pay the minimum amount until the price of XRP soars. I'll worry about repaying the credit card after that. People have been doing this in the cryptocurrency space for years, but when you consider the interest and total amount you will pay over time, it pales in comparison to where XRP will be valued in 26 years. XRP will probably be worth 6 figures by then. By then, it would be more over $1 million, according to some. This is the price of XRP. It produces a digital scarcity, similar to that of Bitcoin. They're constantly concerned about burning this XRP. I don't understand. People continue to overlook that Stellar has already taken this path. Half of the XLM was burned by Stellar. Do you know what took place? After a 20% increase, the price immediately dropped again. If Ripple were to burn that escrow, the same thing would probably occur. The distinction is that Ripple purposefully employs that escrow to give XRP even more use, and over time,